Guess what I'm doing? That's right, more spiders. Hello everybody. Well, yeah, the first box, the people that shipped it, she didn't want me to do an unboxing because this is the first time she's ever shipped herself. So this is from our friends from Arachnids Addicted. I think that's what it is, Arachnids Addicted or Addicted Arachnids, one of the two. I'll have to check that again, but I will link them down below again. This was just to take care of stuff that we did earlier. And what we got is a Pokies vittata, and yes, don't worry, they are from Pennsylvania, so nothing was done illegally here. They are from around the Williamsport area, down by where the Little League World Series is held. So we were okay to ship this inside Pennsylvania. And then the other one, you can see it up top there, it's going to be fun, is the Pokies Tigrin and Wasseli. So that one's kind of small. We got stuff set up. So this next box, real quick, we'll do it here, just because I am tired. I worked countless hours this week so far, and it's been hectic and tired. So here's what we have. This was a box that was sent from Pelt Friction. My friends Allie and Jared from Pelt Friction. Like I guess kind of a belated birthday present. I know what's in here, but it's still kind of exciting. It's really, really kind of exciting, actually. A Salmopaeus Victoria. This is a juvenile, I guess, around the 2-inch mark, so I'm really, really, really ecstatic to get that. And big thanks to them for sending that for me. It was really, really appreciated. So we'll talk about the story of why later on in the second part of this video. Now I'm going to go home, get something to eat, take a shower, get these guys rehoused, and I'll show them to you. Okay, so in this little vial here is another tarantula that I had a friend of mine. He works with the inverts and reptiles and stuff at the Heartland Pets here at the Mill Creek Mall. Jim, his name is. Nice guy. Talked to him many, many times about tarantulas. He goes to the Buffalo Reptile Expo. I couldn't go this weekend because I had to work, and I asked him if he would look for this from me, and I knew that Arachnoidin had them, and I knew Arachnoidin was going to be there. So I asked him if he could grab one and for me if he was there, or if they had them, and they had them. So this is really, right now, will complete my Ephebopus, I guess, crown. This is the 4th different species of Ephebopus that I now have. The only one left is the foliatus, which is not in the United States. Hopefully it's in Europe and soon to be here in the United States, but let's see if we can take this off and show you the little bugger right there. This is the Ephebopus udamen, the emerald skeleton, and I'm just absolutely ecstatic to have one of these. It took me a long time to really find one. Why does the light seem like it's yellowed out? It's a white light. Why is it yellowed? I don't like that. And it's very, very jumpy. It likes to go back into its home. You can see it's got the beautiful legs and can be really mistaken for the Ephebopus cyanonathus because the cyanonathus has similar coloration to it, but this one doesn't have the blue fangs, so they're kind of easy to tell apart. So now I have one of these, one of the rufusins, one of the cyanonathus, which I believe to be male, and then the 2 myrnis. And one myrnis is a female, the larger one so far. Hopefully the other one is also, and they're not really difficult to find males for them. So I'd really, really, really like to work with this genus specifically as far as, you know, the majority of my breeding is concerned. I'd like to focus on these guys. They're still small. None of them are close to breeding yet. The myrnis is probably the closest, but I bet she's still a year off before she'd be ready. So I'll show you what we're going to move the other myrnis into. Again, these are target enclosures, so I will show you those. And again, these were enclosures that Kat had got and showed them in one of her videos. I'd asked her about them, and yeah, they are here in the house. I got a couple different kinds, and there's still another one that's more like a 4x4x7 similar to the blue lid ones that I have. But let me show you the other things, and yeah, those are the 4 new little things that I got, and I'm really, really excited about them. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the enclosures. They're these ones here. Okay, and these are similar, you could see, to, well, yeah, maybe you can see, to the softball enclosures. A little bit shallower, but pretty close dimension-wise. Oh, that isn't even a softball enclosure, for love of Pete. That is up there. Again, they're pretty close to the softball enclosures. I picked up 2 of them, and I wanted to, actually what I was thinking about doing is putting my 2 Cereopagopus hotties in these, the 2 little slings, but I still think they're a tad bit too small. I think they're too big for the little vial that they're in, but I think they're still a little bit too small for these. So they're going to end up getting moved into a 50-gram vial, as well as the Poecilotheria metallica is also going to need to be moved into a 50-gram vial. So I'm trying to figure out who I want to put in here. I might put the Tedimeris stigmaris, the 3 scorpions that, yeah, there goes my light, that Jay from, yeah, why am I drawing a blank on his channel? Jay Adams. Sorry, Jay, it's just not coming to me. That's old age memory. I will link it down below. Yeah, I'm trying to think and it's just not coming to me. So I'm gonna stop thinking about it and it'll hit me as soon as I turn the camera off. But anyway, there's 2 of these. Like I said, they're like, I don't know if they're quite 4 inches, maybe 4 by 4 by 4, close to that. Anyway, I got 2 of those, and then I got this, which is, it's a thinner enclosure and deeper and longer. So here's my thought. My smaller Ephebopus murinus. We're going to put that one in here. It's as long as what it's in already, and a little bit narrow, maybe just as, you know, the same width as far as it's concerned. But what I want to do is really, really put the substrate up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the substrate here, and we're going to like angle it up like this, and, you know, make it thicker here, and then round it off at the top, and try to start a burrow down lower, and see how it takes to that. And then it'll have more. It'll have lots of room in here. Actually, the substrate level will probably be up to here, and then, you know, kind of filter up, but give it enough room that it can dig anywhere it wants to in here and do what it wants to. We'll put a little bit of ground cover, like I was thinking putting stuff in there like these, you know, around, so that it kind of looks more like a embankment sort of. So that's stuff that needs to get done here real soon. And I have a bunch of tarantulas that need to get rehoused before we get into the bulk of fall here. Sorry about the camera here. I'm trying to set it down so I can finish this off. My Harpactira pulchripes, the Harpactira namaquiensis, my Chelobrachys cancroshawn, the Tarantula marinus tetes and the Mozambiques are growing. So those ones will probably need new homes here real quick, like. And the Tarantula lugardi also is going to need a new home. There's a handful of them up there that are going to need to be moved into something bigger. And what we'll end up doing is we'll be using these, the smaller size 1/24 scale die cast. We have a handful of them behind me that need to get cleaned and set up, and we'll get the Tarantula marinus tete and Mozambiques will probably be the first ones to move into these, and then the lugardi, the Harpactira pulchripes, and the namaquiensis are all going to move into these. So we'll have a nice little African group with enclosures like this. I just want to make sure that the holes aren't too big. Not specifically for the spiders, but a lot of times for their meals. This is the Megaphoboma missalis. You could see, if you see, well, maybe you can't. I don't know. We'll take the lid off so you guys can see, but she ate, so her booty's a little bit bigger. Oops, now I'm stuck here with the camera. Yeah, her booty's a little bit bigger, so she did eat a pre-kill cricket, and she has drank water. So she still doesn't walk very well. You can see her legs are still folded in. That's nothing, there's not much we can do about that. This leg here is 50-50. This leg here just kind of really doesn't do much of anything. but she didn't cast them off, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have a funny feeling it's going to be a bad thing. I probably would have been better off with her if she cast the bad legs off, because then the new legs would generate and not have the bad legs actually try to molt out of. I'm kind of worried of her trying to molt out of these bad legs, but we're just going to do what we can do. We're going to feed her again in another day or two. We'll give her another pre-killed cricket. But I do have a lot of stuff I need to feed. I just don't want to film. I'm too tired to film it, so I'm just going to throw the feedings in. Basically just the slings is what needs to be fed. And we're waiting for a couple tarantulas to molt. You know, my Salmopaeus pulcher, one female molted. She is ready to go. I need my male to molt. My oh, you guys saw the Damon diadema molted. So that one's going to be ready to eat. Yeah, she's so pretty, isn't she? And my Brachypelma vagans should be molting sometime soon. I haven't seen my Augustophallus easendami in a while, so I'm wondering if she is down below molting as well. I'm going to do a nighttime scorpion video with the black light that I got from the contest that I won from Brittany's Arachnids. And yeah, get some stuff moved. We got to get some stuff moved. Definitely got to get some stuff moved. I just got to get some time to do it, and motivation, and actually not be so tired. But right now what I want to do is just get some stuff fed, get ready for tomorrow, go to work, and then end up getting down to the mall and getting rid of, like, I think there's 8 of these Lasiodora paribonus slings that I'm going to be losing, so I'm only going to be down to 1 Lasiodora paribonus sling and 1 Lasiodora difficilis sling. And the rest of the LPs are going to be gone, so I'm pretty happy about that, and most likely I'll end up with another P. Armenia. So if you guys have any requests or questions or anything of that nature, please feel free to send them down below. Yeah, you can see her. You see she just has trouble moving, but she moves. She moves. She's a trooper. You know, I'm really happy with her ambition. You know, I mean, she could have just laid down and died, but she's fighting. So we're gonna do everything to help her fight. Sometimes she tries to crawl out, but she can't do it because she can't crawl up. You can see her front legs. And this is not DKS, people, so please, you know, I know people are going to say, oh, she's got DKS. That's not what she has. She just had a rough molt, and again, Allie had a few others of this species that also had a bad molt. So let's see what we can do. Huh? We'll just keep updating this girl every time we can, and we'll talk to everybody real soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, don't forget to hit the button up above, like, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. There's a Patreon. Again, I'm not going to keep pushing the Patreon, but it's there. If anybody wants to help support the channel, she likes to go down inside there. Feel free to hit that if I remember to link it. If not, you can look it up on Patreon. Just look for Erie Arachnids. We have a new logo coming. Kat made it. I love it. She's just formatting it now to get it to fit into the profile, and I like it. I really do. It's nice and simple, and I like the way it looks. I like the colors. Everything was perfect. So look forward to that real soon, and we will talk to everybody soon, and happy keeping.